we got the note cards.
Okay, in the
in the
audience. And myself. Okay.
Name's Larry Wagner, and my speech today is to let the audience know how to assemble their own home computer using the components of their existing computer. Using new components in their existing computer case. The result will be a virtually new computer that you can set up to your liking, that will be good because you'll gain an overall knowledge of your computer as well, and that'll help you be more comfortable with your computer. One thing you'll need to know is the information about your existing computer. Basically, depending on what you own, what you have on your computer, you could have a large form factor computer, which is a tall tower like this. This one doesn't have the motherboard in it. It's basically the motherboard or circuit board that goes right here on the side inside of it. It's 12 by 8 inches. If it's bigger like that, you'll need to order a bigger motherboard. And what we're going to look at doing is replacing that. When you go to upgrade, you can upgrade that, and it has a plate inside called an input-output plate. It has this on all computers, and that's what makes upgrading possible. When you pop that plate out and it'll match the back of your motherboard, it basically snaps here in the back, and you fasten the motherboard on the inside with about 10 screws, and you'll be ready to go that way. So this one here is a large form factor case for a large form factor motherboard. And then we've got a smaller form factor, which is like this. And this will be 9 inches by 8 inches. And it again has the smaller, removable plate in the back. And when you go to upgrade your computer, you just have to keep in mind that it's got about 4 different parts that you have to be aware of. There's a power supply that goes right here, which is kind of like a box that has all the power wires coming off of it. Then you're going to have your drives. Here's an optical drive. This could be a DVD player, a DVD burner, a CD burner, or just a CD player, and you can upgrade that as well. One nice thing about these cases is that all of these are basically expandable. You can change this stuff out. This is an optical drive. That's basically goes in the front here, and there's about 4 screws that hold them in that can be changed out. Then you've got the hard drive that looks like this, and they screw in the case too. And so these are the things that you can change just by ordering new parts and putting them in there. They're all interchangeable. So that being said, then we're going to look at basically why you want to do an upgrade, or what you'd look for when you're doing an upgrade. One reason you might want to upgrade is if your computer's slow. You could put in a new motherboard and up the memory in it. Memory has a lot to do with how fast the computer will run. You put a faster processor. Things to consider when you're upgrading your computer: how strong you want the video to be in it, so you can change out the video cards and make them stronger. Reasons that you want stronger video is for playing games and editing movies, stuff like that. Another thing to look at, to consider when you're upgrading a computer, is the storage capacity. How much do you want to store on a computer? Do you have a lot of music? Do you have a lot of pictures? That has to do with the hard drive. The hard drive holds the operating system, and it holds the data that you store on your computer. So you want to take that into consideration when you're wanting to upgrade your computer as well. But those things, like I say, they're all replaceable parts. Where do you go to order these parts? You go to Newegg.com, you go to Amazon.com, eBay.com, and TigerDirect.com. They all have good motherboard processor combination stuff that you can buy. And if you look at your computer, you can determine what you need inside there. And one good example of that is if you go to Newegg.com, they've got a motherboard processor set that you can buy that is $125. And virtually, that would cover just about everything you need for your computer. There's about 12 screws on that circuit board on the inside. You pull that out, put the new one in with the back plate, and hook everything back in. And there's some programming you've got to do to get it set up, and you're ready to go. So that being said, just like to conclude by saying that when you do that, you're going to save about $200 or $300 on average when you go to upgrade your computer yourself. And I thank you all for listening today.
Thank you.